right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. Today we're going to talk about the Puerto Rico Pro. So prejudging is over. It's been over for a little while now. And I know the schedule was a little bit confusing as far as men's bodybuilding is concerned. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the men's open finals, so when we'll get the results, should be around 7 o'clock Eastern time. So I know that we already got the results for 212 and some of the other classes hours ago, but it was split up into a bunch of different time slots. And men's open bodybuilding looks to be the latest. So let's talk about this bodybuilding lineup for a second here, because this is what I think a lot of people want to discuss. So obviously Akim Williams is the front runner in this lineup. He is coming fresh out of a 6th place Olympia placing in 2020. On paper, I've said this before, he's one of the best guys that is not currently qualified for the Olympia. Now, originally, Akim was planning on prepping for the Chicago Pro. Originally, his prep was directed at that Chicago show, of which he would have about 6 more weeks to prep for had he done that show. He'd be about 6 weeks out from that. However, at about a couple weeks out from Puerto Rico, he made the announcement that he was doing the Puerto Rico Pro instead, 6 weeks ahead of schedule. Now, granted, a lot of the updates that we had seen from Akim, he did look like he was, in fact, ahead of schedule. And I don't think that he was in bad shape here. But I don't think what we're seeing so far is the best version we've seen of Akim. I think Akim is not 100% here. I think he looks good. I think he might look good enough to win. I think he looks significantly better than Hassan from a conditioning standpoint. And for Akim, it's good. For Akim, the conditioning is good. He's a guy that has struggled in the past with consistent conditioning. But for Akim, I think this is a really good package. But I think it could have been a little bit better. I think if we saw him in Chicago, or if he waits 6 weeks and does a show like Chicago and preps for 6 more weeks, we might see an even better version of Akim. But we don't know for sure that Akim is going to win this show. I would say it's likely based on how it looked like they were moving them around in the callouts. Now, again, to the best of my knowledge, they didn't have a live stream for this show. So right now we're just going off of pictures alone. And based on the pictures, it looks to me like Akim might have done enough to win. But to be honest, it looks like Muhammad Shaban is going to be second here. Him or Hassan. And Muhammad is the guy that just took second to Patrick Moore in the Cali Pro, and a lot of people were making the argument that they thought Muhammad should have beat Patrick and won that show. So he's really making a name for himself right now, because he is really putting together some fantastic packages, some really good conditioning at these past couple shows that he's done. And I think there is a case to be made here for him winning this show. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen. I think it's probably likely Akim is going to take this win. But the guy that I think the judges are looking at as possibly being close to Akim, or even possibly beating him, is Muhammad, more so than Hassan. I think Hassan kind of missed the mark again based on what I'm seeing here. And again, to repeat myself, we didn't get a video this time. We didn't get a live stream, so we're going off photos. But based on what I've seen so far, Hassan looks pretty much exactly the same. He doesn't really look like he made any improvements between shows when it comes to conditioning. And to me, it looks like he's bringing the exact same package over and over and over again, but it's just not enough. So Hassan, I think, will be third, and I think it's going to be between Muhammad and Akim for the win here. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think Akim did enough to win here? Or do you think Muhammad will take it? Now, it's interesting because bodybuilding, it's a business and it's a sport, right? So on paper, the guy they want to win is probably Akim. They want Akim to get back to the Olympia. He was in the first call out. They want him back this year. So on paper, the guy that the judges would probably want to win is Akim. So even if he was a little bit off, even if you could make an argument for him being beaten, I think the most likely scenario is Akim winning this show. But what I think could be interesting is if Akim doesn't win and has to go on to do another show to qualify and compete at the Olympia. Now, this is probably what we're going to see from Guy Cisternino. Guy Cisternino competed in 212. We already have the 212 results. And Guy didn't win the show. He took second. And a lot of people were expecting Guy to win and qualify for the O. And it looks like he's going to have to keep competing in order to do that. And if Akim doesn't win here, he will have to keep competing in order to do that as well. But like I said, I think the most likely scenario is that he wins. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Who is going to win the Puerto Rico Pro? Let me know in the comment section down below. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, guys. The thumbs up helps a lot with the algorithm, especially with these shorter videos. If you like the video, like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet already. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.